Hello, Bump Club. How are we doing? We're going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get on, but we are so excited to be here. Hello, hello. So we are doing Cooking with Adita and Mila. Hello. And today we are going to be making our superfood breading, because a lot of people have been asking me about breading and what kind of breading to use. So we are going to be discussing that. But you guys, we are here because of Bump Club, and Bump Club is an amazing, amazing organization. They've got all sorts of great lectures, webinars, interviews, giveaways, information. It's like your information headquarters. And so please make sure that you're always looking into what they're doing. And if you get stuck and you need help, reach out to them because they're really good at helping you also, okay? So my name is Adita Lang with my cohort Mila. And today we're going to be doing superfood breading. Are you ready? Okay, because here's the thing is that, we don't have to think that, my kids want a breaded chicken or a what is it, the chicken finger type thing, right? Chicken fingers, right? We can make them nutritious. Hello, when you give me your name, tell me where you're at. I love seeing where people are reaching out to us from, okay? So please let us know where you are coming from. Anyway, so here's the thing. My whole thing about food is that it's got to be nutritious. That's it, bottom line. So like in theory, if I asked you like for all your money and I said I was going to invest it for you, and guess what? Then I said, oh, but there's no return on your investment. I'd be like, that's not a really good way to handle my money now, is it? So this is the same thing about food, guys. So food is a nutritional investment. What kind of nutrition are you going to get back? So breading food doesn't have to be horrible. I'm talking more for chicken and fish, really, or even like shrimp if you wanted to, right? It doesn't have to be nasty. It can actually give you a ton of nutrition, and that's what I want to see you guys do. Let's see here. Virginia with a 5, a 2, 3 tomorrow. Oh, she's turning 3 tomorrow. Oh, yay. Very good. Wisconsin. Wonderful. Welcome all of you guys. Okay, so we're going to make this really simple. I have there's a couple of kitchen appliances that are like my all-time favorites, and I worship them. I really do. My food processor is one. Cuisinart, #Cuisinart. Please know I love my food processor. And so that's what we're going to use, food processor. I think I've used food processor for just about everything I've done here, to be very honest, because it's just easy.
Pasta.
Even pasta? Yeah, that's true, you're right. Okay. So we are going to make this today. And here's the thing. The ingredients are listed below, but I want you to, this is really simple. Guys, as moms, we got to make things like quickly. And we want them to be nutritious because that's important. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to get a measuring cup out. We didn't pull one of those out. And I'm going to show you the ingredients. And she's basically going to end up putting a cup of most of the things in, okay? Actually, let's take out the quarter cup too. Wait. We're going to take out this half cup. Okay, so we're going to start out with a cup of oats. So we are using today.
Oats in there?
Yeah, there's oats in here. Yeah, what did you think? There's oats. Okay, so we're going to use a cup of oats. I'm going to pour it in or not? And this stuff is great, guys. I like to make a huge batch. I freeze part of it, and I keep the other part in the refrigerator from easy access, okay? Now, see, that's how it ends up being in my refrigerator in a glass jar. That's how it ends up being, okay? So you guys make a lot of it, so that way, remember, we're trying to make life easy, so I'm like all about, let's do chia seeds. We're gonna do a half a cup of chia seeds, okay? That's how we're gonna do it today. No. And I might be altering it. Every once in a while I alter things a little around, but the bottom line is a lot of times you can just put equal parts of all these and it'll be just as good. And I'm going to show you your foolproof technique to figuring out if you really like it. Okay? We're going to do a cup of quinoa is dry, raw quinoa. Okay? I'm going to put a cup of that in there too. Oh, we forgot to show it. I got quinoa. Best Buy is at Costco, guys. It's organic. The Chia Seeds Costco too. They're organic as well. So that's where I've always found the best buys for those. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And you guys, while we're putting this together, from Texas here with my 10-month-old. Yay! Okay, you're more than welcome to put any kind of questions you have. I have actually a couple of questions that have come my way that I'm going to help answer here today. But if you have any health and wellness questions, please feel free to put them on there. Shredded coconut. This is your secret ingredient, especially for kids. 1 cup. We need a cup of that one. But you'll do 2 of those. Just do 2 of those scoops. Okay? So we're going to do a cup of this. This is a half scoop. That's why we're doing it twice. But coconut is going to be your big thing for them because that's going to give it a little bit of sweetness. Okay? Now for some reason, if for some reason your kids didn't like coconut, then don't put it in there. Just skip that part, okay? Hemp seeds, we're going to do half a cup of hemp seeds. And these also, I end up getting them at Costco. They come in the big bag, which is great. Okay, and there you have it. Now, we're going to make some noise, and then we're going to talk seasoning after that. So, hold on, we're making noise. Go for it. A little bit more. Okay, so you just grind it up it is, I'm trying to see how I can show you guys this. Let's see here. Can you see? Oh, there we go. There you go. See? Okay, that's what we did. So now, here's what I want you to do though. We've got to season this up. So I like to season it up with Celtic sea salt, right?
1 cup of sea salt.
No, not a cup of sea salt, a big old tablespoon kind of thing of sea salt. That's like about a tablespoon. Then I also like to, I love this stuff. I wish it was organic, though it's not organic, but I do wish it was organic, but it is really tasty. So I tend to use this a lot sometimes. So I kind of threw this in there as well. So we're going to throw some of this in there. Okay, now you're going to blend it up again.
Just made a mess.
That's all right. We're good with that. Okay, then what you're going to do is, you guys taste the mix. Taste it. Good. We're good. So taste the mix and make sure that you like the seasoning and the flavoring of it.
It's salty.
Well, then you got to mix it again. You probably got a salt piece or something. It's okay. Okay. So I want you to taste the mix, and then you kind of figure out, do you need more coconut? Do you need more this? And you play with it until you get a good thing. Now, then what you're going to do is, you are going to get chicken or fish, whatever you want. You're going to get 1 little bowl with eggs, and you're going to beat those up. Then you're going to get another little bowl and put this stuff in it, or a plate, right? And then you're going to take your chicken or fish, you're going to dip it in the egg, and you're going to bread it. You're going to stick it in the breading, get it on both sides, put it to the side. Do all of your breading, and then you're going to get a pan. And we are not talking deep fry here, people. We're talking just I don't know if you call it stir fry or, I don't know, but just a tiny, tiny bit of oil on the bottom. Just a little bit of oil, and you're going to cook it in the pan and close the lid. Because when you close the lid, then it starts cooking all the way through, right? And then I would say probably, depending if it's fish or chicken, fish is easier to quickly cook, and chicken takes longer. So chicken will take me a good 15-20 minutes before I flip it. I wait until it's kind of a little bit brown on the bottom, and then I flip it. I do it at a medium heat on the stovetop, and bam, there you go. A lot of times, if I want to do this quick, I will actually take the breaded and I will cook it in the oven for like 15-20 minutes. Then I bring it out, and then I do a really quick pan fry. Bam, bam. Okay? Get it a little brown, a little crispy. Move it on. And then it's pretty yummy, right? Yeah, you like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask, there's a couple of questions that some people have asked me here. One is for all of you who are either just gave birth or about to give birth, and you're wondering, how do I get rid of the baby fat? Okay, so I want you to think about this. It's about what you eat, and you've got to exercise. Now, your body is actually burning a ton of calories, producing milk, making a baby, doing all that kind of stuff. So you have a lot going on in your system, but what I do want you to do is eat foods. Oh, thank you for filling that up. That's awesome. I want you to eat foods that are going to actually help nourish you and the baby. So you want to focus more on vegetables and fruits. Of course, good quality proteins, because listen, protein is your repair mechanism. So you are actually building a baby from scratch, or maybe you're just producing milk. And so you want to make sure you have enough protein in your system to help with that mechanism, is the lack of better description. So that's really important. But if you want to lose the baby fat, Stay away from the processed foods, my friend. That's really, I mean, and that goes for those of you who aren't pregnant, who haven't, I mean, look at me. My child's 9. I still stay away from the processed foods. Processed foods ends up being the thing that ends up giving us weight, and we want to stay away from that. Okay, so let's really think about that. Super hard. So minimize the processed food, lots and lots of vegetables, use fruit as a dessert portion, and you should be really good. And of course, a good quality protein with just about every meal and snack, okay? My other question here was how you're dealing with picky eaters. Okay, one of the first things that I've got to tell you about picky eaters is that you have to know that your child will not starve. And so please do not freak out when they sit there and they go, oh, I'm not going to eat that. And don't go into the kitchen. That was her. I'm glad you admit that. Wow, that's good. Anyways, I don't go into the kitchen like a frantic frenzy and say, oh my God, I got to cook them something because they're not going to eat. That's not going to happen. And let's just say they didn't eat, they will end up eating. And maybe they'll skip a meal, okay? And if they're super hard-headed, maybe they'll skip 2. But other than that, they'll end up eating because they'll get hungry.
That's probably the new ones.
No, you never really skipped a meal. I just basically got you to the point where you were eating dinner. Well, we were supposed to eat dinner. You didn't want to eat it. And I said, I guess you'll starve. I did. I said, she'll starve. She walked away. 20 minutes later, she comes back going, I'm hungry now. And I'm like, oh, great. Let's sit down and eat dinner. That'll be awesome. Okay, so that's what you have to be. And I mean, I know, listen, if it's your first kid, you start freaking out that you got to feed your kids and you're all freaked out about it. Please don't freak out about it. They will eat. They really will. So just take your time and just stick to your guns and the best foods for them. The other thing don't do is don't sacrifice nutrition for ease of feeding your kids. Okay, there's no need. And unfortunately, as they get older, it's going to cause you more problems than actually being helpful when they're younger. So you got to stick to your guns. You got to decide what kind of food the family's going to be eating, and you got to stick to that. If you have questions, look right here. SuperPowers of the Family Kitchen. I actually have a digital version of this book. There's a link in the thing over there. The digital version of this book, and it includes some video recipes. And so look at it, read it. You got a 50% off coupon on the description there. So sign up for that because that'll help you. It'll give you all sorts of really good techniques because really you should not be stressed out about what you should be feeding your kids. Just know you are growing like I am growing right here. I'm growing an adult from scratch, and my goal is that she grows up to be a very healthy adult. Okay, and I can't control everything. I can't control what happens, at somebody else's house, but in my house we eat a certain way, and I know that I'm giving her the very best food, so that's really important. If anybody has a question, please feel free to add that on there. I'm really here to help. Now, one more thing that a couple of people have been asking me, especially because of the whole corona thing, we are talking about boosting your immune system, and I think that's going to be the new trend for a while now, is you got to keep a strong immune system. And the way to do that, and a strong immune system for you and your family, the kids too. And sugars are really the things that most people don't recognize. Sugar will inhibit your immune system for up to 5 hours, depending on how much sugar you have. And it's not candy, my friend. It is sugar, flour, dairy, and for us adults, alcohol. And all of those things break down and metabolize as a sugar. And unfortunately, they pull down on our immune system. The easiest way that I can describe this so that you can kind of understand is if I invited all of you guys, there's 10 of you here right now. If I invited all of you guys to come over to my house, 11, 12 of us, right? Okay, I invited everybody to come to my house and we are going to work in my garden. And let's just call that the immune system, okay? All of a sudden, UPS goes to the door and they said, oh, we got these boxes for you. And so 5 of you leave to come help me move the boxes from the door. That means you've left the garden. The people that are in the garden now are like, oh my God, I have to pick up heavy bags. This is really heavy. I can't move this stuff. So you know what? I think I'm just going to sit out for a little bit because let's just wait here until everyone shows up again, right? So that's what happens. So your immune system, when it's got to you've decided that you're going to eat, I don't know, a piece of bread with cheese, maybe a cheese sandwich of some sort, and a glass of milk or juice. It's a lot of sugar going on right there, right? So all of a sudden, the nutrients that are needed to break down and metabolize those things, they are the same nutrients that are keeping your immune system very strong. So now they have to leave the immune system for a period of time, come over here, break down, metabolize it, and then go back to their post. And that's what we don't want. So it's super important, okay, really, really important that you start thinking about these things. So I always encourage you that in order to start getting rid of the sugars in your diet, think of it this way. You get 0 to 1 per meal and snack. So now it's just about making choices. I don't like to take everything out of somebody's diet. I want you to make choices. So if your choice is that Aunt Betty made a beautiful dessert and you really would like a piece of Aunt Betty's pie, well then don't eat pasta with cream sauce and bread and all those other things and wine and you know, you decide which sugar am I going to choose. And then again, 0 to 1 per meal and snack. For all of you guys out there, please feel free to go to my website, aditalang.com, ADITALANG.com. I'm doing it right now. Actually, I was doing it before I started on this video. I'm putting together an immune boosting pamphlet, for lack of a better description, that's going to have all my top techniques for boosting your immune system through food, exercise, good sleep, and all that kind of stuff. And so I would love to give it to you. All you have to do is sign up for my newsletter, and then you'll end up getting it automatically. It'll just be put into your inbox. So that's going to be out there for you. Okay, now, let's see what else. I have one more question here. Best foods for pregnancy. Okay, my friends, foods for pregnancy. Remember that when you are pregnant, you are growing a baby from scratch. I must say, this is beautiful. She's putting everything away, and I didn't even ask her. This has been part of our Corona training here at the house.
But
I love it. Anyways, okay. So best foods for pregnancy, you're growing a baby from scratch. So everything that you put into your body is actually the tools, the vitamins, the minerals, everything that's going into your baby. And so you want to make sure that you're putting the right stuff into your body. And I know, listen, you get nauseous and you get, tired and don't know what to eat, and maybe you're stressed out. Maybe you're working at the same time as you're pregnant, and you've got 3 other kids and all this other stuff. I get it. I really do get it. But you've got to really formulate a good food plan for yourself. Okay? So that is really, really important as well. And so, think about that. Remember, fruits and vegetables are your multivitamin. Okay? More vegetables than fruit. That should be your philosophy. Good quality proteins, good quality fats, and you will be good to go. Hi, Sonia from the Netherlands. Oh my God, I've seen you so many times. Hello. Do your best, Mila. It's bedtime. I know she's getting close to bedtime. We are getting there, but she rocks. She does so well. She's from the Netherlands. She's been following us for a little while. So thank you for being on. Can you give a little wave, maybe? Anyways, guys, what kind of nutrition questions do you have? Ask them. And if for any reason we finish this video and you still have questions, you are more than welcome to message me. You can stick them in the comments, because I tend to go back whenever I can to look back and make sure there's no comments that were left unanswered. I want to make sure I answer these questions for you. Or you, again, message me and I will get back to you, okay? So let's see, what do we have here? We have Atlanta. Of course, we have Netherlands. This is so much fun. Texas, Wisconsin, Virginia. People, this is awesome, okay? So I want to hear about your breading recipe, and if you guys do the breading, let's do this. If you guys bread something, send me a picture of what you breaded and tell me about it. Let me know. I want to know. Come on, inquiring mind wants to know. I've got a good recipe coming next week. I think we're going to do lentils, if I recall correctly.
yay!
Yeah, we're going to do lentils next week. Okay, next Monday we're doing lentils, and we'll go from there. So much love to all of you guys. Stay safe, and stay healthy. Okay, eat the right kind of foods and feed these guys the right kind of foods too. Okay, bye guys. Take care.